Hello guys, and welcome to another video. My name is Ngalo J. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're all feeling great today. So in this video we shall be talking about things that you can do to better prepare yourself for your DV visa interview. Okay, so I put together these simple but effective and successful tips that if you apply them, you increase your chances of getting your DV visa. All right, so before you go for your DV interview, you need to prepare beforehand. So how do you go about it? So tip number one is to properly prepare your documents and items that you're taking to your interview. So by documents and item, I mean what requirements does your embassy want you to bring for your interview. So you get this one from your embassy's website, right? Or if in your country your embassy is going to send you a confirmation appointment email, in that confirmation appointment email you're going to find the requirements, all the things that you need to bring for your interview there. So please stick to what your embassy gives you, because it varies from one embassy to another. They are not always all the same in all the embassies. There are some similarities, but there are also some slight differences. So stick to that and prepare all your supporting documents and items that you need. So by items, I mean stuff like your pictures, the money for your visa interview, you know, your passport and all those things. So I already made a video on how you can prepare your documents for your visa interview properly, so you can check that out. Now, when you have prepared your documents, you put them in a particular place. Okay, you put them. Now, the second thing that you get to prepare before the day of your interview is your, let me say, your outlook, your outfits. What are you going to wear to take to your interview? Because it is very important. Because remember that when you feel that you are well dressed, right, it boosts up your confidence that you have. So you're going to your interview with so much confidence when you think in your head that you are okay physically. So how do you dress up? What I'll advise is just very simple and basic, is that you should dress neat but decent. So you wear clean clothes which are decent. That is just what I will recommend, you know. So by decent, I mean avoid that you wear normal clothes that cover at least your body properly, right? And you avoid torn trousers, you know, those kind of dirty and twisted trousers, those kind of things, or t-shirts with some kind of obscene, some kind of foul language, or some kind of wild languages that they have written on some t-shirts, especially t-shirts. So you avoid those kind of clothing. And then for the males, you know, you shave your hair, you shave your barb, you look neat. You don't go and carry those barbs long like that, and then your hair is just, yeah, so you just try to look neat. It's just for one day. It's just a one-day thing. When you're out of the embassy, if you like, you leave your hair to become big like this, nobody will ask you anything. So, but at least for that day, just try to be decent, you know, and to look neat, to appear neat. All right, you don't need to wear expensive clothes or costumes to go and impress anybody there. No, that's not what I'm talking about. If you have your pair of trousers, you have ironed it, you have your simple but clean shirt that you have ironed, you have your pair of, I don't know, is it tennis or shoes, leather shoes, whatever, you are good to go. You don't need to put tie or coat. But if you think that, if you love putting tie and coat, or if you think that you have to put them on, then you go ahead and put them on. All right. And for the ladies, you just wear something decent. All right. It doesn't mean that you should not wear your trouser. You wear your trouser and your t-shirt or your shirt or whatever, your top. it should just be decent. That's just what I'm saying about. If you think that you can paint your face like I've done mine right now, you can paint. But if you don't want to paint your face, there is no problem, okay? You go the way you are, but just be neat and decent. That's just it. All right, then the third tip now is for you to practice using your DS260 form. So usually when you submit your DS260, you have the possibility of storing it in your computer, or you print out a copy. So this copy that you have, it has all the information that you entered, right? That's the one that you submitted to KCC. So you go and you revise this information on your personal information, your family information, your work, training, education, security, questions, all those things, you revise them, because it is true that they are your information, right? But if you don't revise them, there are some of them that you can easily forget. It's your life, but you can easily forget some of them. So it's always very advisable and necessary to go through your DS260 form. Okay, so I recommend you to get a copy of your DS260 form and you read through it, through those questions. You practice them. If you are a single person, you can practice it alone if you don't have somebody to work with you. But if you have somebody of confidence, you can give the person the form and the person will be asking you questions from this form. You know, you try to answer and try to be as natural as possible and to be as brief as possible. The aim of this exercise is just to make you to recall all the things that you filled in your DS260, so that no question should come like a kind of over surprise. Though there are questions that will come out of the DS260, but at least there are certain questions from the DS260 that you should not be thinking each time he's asking. You are thinking, you know, it will like create some kind of doubt that is it really this person or it's another person, or that maybe you're faking, you liked some information and stuff like that. So you revise, you practice using your DS260. And if you are a family person, I'll also advise that you practice together with your children, okay? Because you can get there. If you have children who are already big, who can speak and express themselves, they can be asked questions and they should be able to answer the questions, all right? Yeah, so it's just good to do all of that. And husband and wife especially, you guys have to practice. Yes, yeah, you're not practicing that it is fake or whatsoever. It's just to revise the all the stuff that you people have put in your on your DS260, or the supporting information that you're taking along. So all those pictures, you have to go through them. You know, you try to recall what happened in this occasion or in this picture and stuff like that. All those your documents, you should take them along. It is true that during your interview, you must not like answer all the questions perfectly, like 100%, but there are certain questions that really require you to give correct and appropriate answers without you trying to overthink or chewing your mouth and stuff like that, because they are information. So, but as human beings, if you don't revise, you're going to forget some of these things that are very, very even easy. All right. Yeah. So when you practice very well using your DS260 now, on the day of the interview, we assume that you have already classified your documents that are in your bag, or before you get up very early, you know, and you leave the house early to get to the embassy. All right. Now, you have already done your part. Guys, you have already prepared. You have done everything possible at your level. The next thing that you do is you confide everything into the hands of God the Almighty. You tell him to take control. And you trust him that he's going to work in your favor. So I wish you good luck and see you in another video. Remain blessed.